Okay. I just wanted to make this video to rant again that I just spent 4 hours with somebody saying that I could get a job, and then after 4 hours, I was on with her since 3:30 this afternoon. And it was like 7:30 something whenever I looked at the time. Just to find out that I needed to have $25 on my card in order to even get the job. I was like, you know what? Whenever it sounds too good to be true, it is. And Jeremy said the same thing. He was like, if it sounds too good to be true, then it is. Of course, I'm not going to fucking get paid for $1,000 a week for doing whatever the fuck. Of course not. I do have a shirt underneath here, don't I? Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I'm just stripping for y'all. Yeah, like that would be on fucking YouTube. Probably nowadays, it probably would be able to get on YouTube. Anyway, so I'm frustrated and I'm irritated and I'm tired of games being played with me, and I'm tired of, Tristan not wanting to talk to me, and the only time he wants to talk to me is whenever he's hungry. He wants something to eat. Other than that, he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. And I'm just tired of waiting around for something that's never going to happen. And this guy, I know I'm not going to say his name or anything like that, but sorry, but I have to vent because I've been lied to and deceived so many times over the past 11 years. There's a list of people. I was going to write down the list of people that said that they were in love with me and wanted to marry me. Okay? And I can't remember how many this was. No, Mike Levesque, no. Okay? No, we're not doing that right now, Mike Levesque, okay? Um, so, yeah, and then all of a sudden, I just got distracted, and now I just lost my train of thought. So, and it had to do with Bitcoin. This woman, this Kelly woman, for this job, this supposedly work at home job, and all this stuff, and now I feel like I'm fucking marked. I've got like the mark of the beast on me now, and I'm fucking screwed no matter what I do. I'm fucking going to hell no matter what I do because of Bitcoin. And I was told that Bitcoin has to do with the mark of the beast and all this good stuff. And I'm fucking afraid that I'm fucking marked with the mark of the beast now. And I don't know. I'm just fucking frustrated, and I'm tired of people saying that they want to marry me and then they don't ever really show up. And they're not really ever here. Everybody else in the whole world has somebody, or well, maybe not everybody else in the whole world, but a lot of people. And that's another part of my life that, area of my life that I'm frustrated with is that I've been waiting around for years and years and years and years and years for whoever this is that supposedly wants to marry me to show up. And 11 years this has been going on. In April, it'll be 12 years. It'll be 12 years that I've been feeling this poking and pain and pleasure inside of my body, this excitement that I haven't felt before 2013. Yeah, you're right. There's something wrong with my body. I could not get, I'm about to get TMI on everybody right now, but I could not get excited before 2013. I did not feel excited at all. Like, literally, like my whole life up until 2013, I couldn't get excited. You know how people say, they're excited and they have that excited feeling or whatever? It's supposed to be some natural feeling. People call it being horny. There's a song a Salt and Pepper song, I think, that says, everybody gets horny just like you. And like, I'm about to get, TMI or whatever, but they said it in a song. So if they can say it, then I can say it. It's like that. And like, I haven't ever felt that since before 2013. Well, anyway, all these people have been saying that they want to marry me and all this stuff, and that I'm married. And yes, I was married to Steve Harry for a while. He was real, and he really lives here in Evansville, Indiana. And we really have a child together, and his name is Tristan. I named him after Brad Pitt's character in Legends of the Fall, and because I loved his character so much. And yes, I'm always going to love him more than everybody else in the whole world. That's just how it is. Just like the saying is, and maybe they always loved you more. Well, yeah. So I named my son after him. So I'm always going to love him more. But, so it's real, okay? And then the inside of my body keeps trying to convince me that I'm married to Steve and that I'm still married to Steve. And the inside of my body keeps trying to convince me that I'm married to all these people and that I'm married to Brian Sozier and that Brian Sozier loves me. I don't want to have anything to do with Brian Sozier, okay? I don't want to have anything to do with him. I had just gotten to the point here recently to where I thought I was going to be able to forgive him. And I said the only way that I'm going to be able to forgive him is either one, a miracle from God, or two, my son is alive out there somewhere. And I'm going to get to see him one day. Because Brian Sozier is part of the reason that AJ is dead. Or supposedly dead. I'm told that he's not dead. And it's good if he's not dead. But I'm just saying that, he would be 17 now. But because I had him in like 2006. And January 17th of 2006 was when I had him. And that's a whole nother story that I have to tell everybody. But and all this stuff, and there's just like a list of people. I was gonna write them all down. I had written some of them down at one point, and I didn't get it because nobody was showing up. It's been 11 years, or it's been several years since then. And, nobody's really shown up. Nobody's really asked me to marry him. I've had to put these rings on myself. This ring I had a dream about. So I'm wearing it. And, I've had to buy rings and stuff like that. And, I'm doing all this stuff for all these people, and I'm not getting anything back. And I just can't do it anymore. And then these people are lying and saying that they're these celebrities, and then they say, that it has to be a secret, that I have to be a secret. And I'm not going to say who these people are because it's supposed to be a secret, and I'm trying to keep the secret, but supposedly these people are pretending to be these celebrities, and they're not these celebrities because they say stuff that I know for a fact that they're not the celebrities. So I don't know who these people are. If it's just bots, or some AI that's just going around trying to pretend to be people or trick people into believing that they're. No, I'm not going to stop it. And I don't know what it is, but all I know is that I'm just tired of all of this. I'm tired of all of it. I don't want to live this way. I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody that I can't really be with. Okay? And that is my final answer. Okay? Who wants to be a millionaire? It was a game that Amber and I played in North Carolina. A real friend that I used to have in North Carolina whenever I was married to Dave Cunningham. I'll talk about my past if I want to talk about my past. Talk about Millington, and I'll talk about Memphis if I want to talk about Memphis. Shelby County, thank you very much. I'll talk about it if I want to talk about it and not be put in pain because of it. It's part of my past. I should be allowed to talk about it at least a little bit. So, here we go with my vagina hurting again. I said the word so, and my vagina hurts. That's the second time that I've said the word so, and my vagina has hurt. So I got to mark that down as another mark as to when no, this doesn't have anything to do with Michael Jackson. Why does everything in the whole world have to do with Michael Jackson? I don't get it. I was told to stay away from Michael Jackson. I was told that Michael Jackson is icky. Michael Jackson is too old for me. Michael Jackson is a child abuser. Michael Jackson is this. Michael Jackson is that. Michael Jackson is this. And now all of a sudden it's like the inside of my body's like Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. Every day it's like Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson. I'm tired of it. Not everything in my life revolves around Michael Jackson anymore. Jeez Louise. And now here's a car pulling up. And who says that I don't pay attention? I try to pay attention to every little detail, every little thing that goes on in this world. And that is what has been driving me crazy. John told me whenever he was here, he was like, or whenever John and I were in Florida, he was like, you have to pay attention. I was like, and for some reason it upset me. So all I did was I just got up and I just walked away and I went to the bathroom. And then I came back. And I was like, I'm trying to pay attention, but I know with the Michael Jackson death hoax, I was taught to pay attention to everything. And I'm trying to pay attention, and all I'm getting is treated like dirt. I'm in pain all the time. People are saying that Michael Jackson's an abuser and that, I was walking on Sycamore Street and my vagina hurt, and for years and years and years, it's just always been about Michael Jackson. And I'm like, it's not always about Michael Jackson. Every once in a while, it can be about Michael Jackson, and I don't care what people think. I don't care. I don't care anymore because I'll talk about Michael Jackson if I want to talk about Michael Jackson because Michael Jackson isn't the center of my world anymore. Because there's too much going on in this world to begin with to be fixated on the Michael Jackson death hoax. If there even is a Michael Jackson death hoax anymore. I don't even know anymore because whatever, fine. Oh my God, people are like, stop sending me this, and it has to do with Michael Jackson, and I'm like, I have only talked about Michael Jackson like twice this year, and that's it. You know what? If you're so offended by Michael Jackson and you don't, just fucking ignore it. Why do people have to be so cruel? Why do people have to be so mean? I'll talk about Michael Jackson if I want to talk about Michael Jackson. Just like Medea says, I'll talk about Anthony in my house if I want to talk about Anthony in my house. I'll talk about Michael Jackson in my house if I want to talk about Michael Jackson in my house. I'll talk about whoever I want to talk about in my house. This is what's pissing me off, is that whoever this is that's controlling the inside of my body, that's poking and prodding and making me excited, is doing all this, is trying to get me to do whatever they want and not what I want. I can't do what I want Because if I do what I want, then they'll threaten to kill me. Well, I'm not dead yet, as that I know of. They've been trying to kill me for 11 years, and I'm still not dead. I might be dead to some of the world, but I'm not dead to the whole world. At least I don't think I am. And they're trying to tell me that Dave Cunningham tried to kill me because they know that me and him used to go to the Door Christian Fellowship. So every time I walk past a door, I think of the Door Christian Fellowship. How can I not think about it? It's called the Door because Jesus is the door. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the door. Nobody can come to the Father but through him. That's why it was named the Door Christian Fellowship. And they're like, my heel was poked whenever I walked past the door that said, I'm going to fucking kill you. And I was like, nobody in North Carolina wants to kill me. Okay? Nobody. Nobody in North Carolina would ever want to kill me. I don't get that. Unless Dave is dead. And I keep asking people if he's dead. Because the last picture I saw of him on his Facebook, no, we are not friends on Facebook. Jordan's not my friend on Facebook anymore. She unfriended me. Dave and I are not friends on Facebook anymore. I used to be friends with all my exes on Facebook, but they all unfriended me. Anyway, and I don't even know why. They didn't even say why they did it. They just did it. So, he's wearing this Under Armour shirt. And I'm like, does that mean he's dead? Is he in the underworld? Is he under the dirt? Is he dead? Is that why he's not responding to me? Because I just texted him again tonight. And it wasn't even for me. It was for Tristan. And he's not even responding to me. This is the second time that I've tried to contact him. The first time was about Jordan. And the second time is about Jordan and Tristan. It doesn't even have anything to do with me. And I know that everybody in the whole world is trying to keep me away from all of my exes. But what these people don't get is I'm not in love with all of my exes anymore. I've gotten over that like a bazillion, gadrillion years ago. And I was over it whenever this all started to begin with. And then all of a sudden they're all like, oh. And then whenever I look at Dave and I's picture, I'm like all excited. And I'm like, no, no, no. I'm like Bill Engvall. And whenever he's talking about his daughter's underwear, and he's like, no, no, no. And I was like, he's married. I'm like, no, I cannot be excited whenever I look at his picture. He is married. Okay, that's the old school in me. Okay, that's the old school that says, no, he's married. I would never do that to Emily. Emily is evidently a much better person than I am. Okay, because Jordan calls her mom and she doesn't call me mom anymore. She says that Emily is her mom. So whatever. So I have that to deal with. I've had that to deal with for years and 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 years. And I didn't even do anything to her. That's the thing, is I didn't do anything to her. And she just all of a sudden up and decides that she doesn't want to have anything to do with me. And all of my kids are like that. They're all like that. None of my kids want to have anything to do with me whatsoever. So I'm like, what makes me so worthy to be with somebody whenever my kids don't even want to be around me? Jordan doesn't talk to me. She hasn't talked to me for years. Faith Hope only talks to me at Christmas or whenever I try to talk to her, and besides the holidays and stuff like that, but she won't talk to me. I talked to her once whenever Anthony and I were dating, and I talked to her once, and that was it. And Tristan holds himself up in the bedroom now, playing his games and watching The Boys videos and all this stuff, and he doesn't even want to talk to me, and he only talks to me whenever he's hungry. I'm hoping that it's just a teenage thing and it's just a phase and he's going to grow out of it at some point. But that's what I was upset about last night. That's what I was really freaking upset, because he's constantly like, I don't know. 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 And I get so tired of him saying, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And if he would just say it in a nicer way, maybe that would be better, but he doesn't. He's just so moody, and he's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, I almost slept out in the truck last night, but I did sleep in the rocker recliner. I went to bed around 2 or 3 o'clock this morning or something like that. And I laid down in bed for a little while, and it wasn't very long. It was like an hour, I would say. And I was up. And then I got tired again, and so I just decided to, since my back was hurting really bad, my lower back has been hurting a lot lately. Like, not like hurting, thank God, like it used to, but it's just like sore. It's like really bad sore, and it was hurting so bad, like I could barely turn over without it hurting. And then the back of my neck has been hurting. I got a new pillow, and so that it's been doing a little better since I got a new pillow, but my lower back is just like, oh my God. Like where my disc was protruding out. And so I just like, I feel much better whenever I sleep in the recliner. So I have to sleep in the recliner. I don't even recline it out, because I can't recline it out because the desk is too close to it now. So I can't recline it out. So I have to curl myself up in a ball like this and sleep like this all the time. But surprisingly, my body feels better, and it doesn't hurt whenever I sleep like that. And what's kind of cool about that is that my grandpa Paxton used to sleep in his recliner all the time. Like, it had something to do with the war, and whenever he was in the war, whenever he came back from the war, he couldn't sleep in the bed anymore for some reason. He had to sleep in the recliner. And so every time I fall asleep in the recliner, plus I fell asleep in the recliner in Grandma Paxton's recliner, um, whenever I was a little kid. I've got a picture of it. It's so cute. Um, and they were just so freaking nice to me. I sometimes I just worry about the world nowadays and why people are the way they are. Why people gotta lie about who they are and all this good stuff. And anyway, but so that's how I have to sleep now. Is I have to sleep in the recliner, or if I sleep, yeah, I'm thinking maybe it's the bed, because the church gave me that bed a long time ago, back in 2013, whenever I didn't have a bed to sleep in. The church gave me that bed, and but it's a really hard bed, and I think that might be what it is. I think it's just the fact that it's a really hard bed, and I don't think that as my body is getting older, I don't think that it's liking to be able to sleep on a hard bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, your body's not meshing with the hard bed. So anyway, um, I don't, and maybe that's why I'm not sleeping that much anymore. Who knows? Because maybe it's just not that good of a bed, and I just need a new bed. But like, that's ever gonna happen. Anyway, so this video is almost 25 minutes long. So I'm gonna go. It's really hot out in the truck, and I'm out in the truck again because I wanted to vent out in the truck without Tristan or Jeremy having to hear me vent. Because Tristan's had to hear me vent enough as it is lately, and I don't want to do that all the time around him. So, I just needed to vent and just to get this out, and yeah, because I don't have anybody to talk to, and all the people that I talk to they don't want to talk back. Like, I'll talk to them, and then they're like, talk to me. And then I try to talk to them, and then they don't talk to me. They don't say anything back. I'm like, oh my God, I miss real people. I miss real people. Like, I'm seriously, like, I'm like Donnie in that video. I miss people. Whenever COVID was going on, you remember that? He's like, he had a shirt that said, I miss people. I freaking know how you feel, Donnie. Okay? I miss real people. I miss being able to have real conversations with real people. The only people that I have conversation with nowadays is Jeremy. Like, every once in a while, I'll have a conversation with Alan, but not that often anymore. And like, I don't have a conversation with a real person like ever anymore, except for Jeremy. It's few and far between. Let me just tell you. Every once in a while, I'll see Lara at Walmart, and I'll talk to her. And I'm always grateful for the times that I get to talk to people in real life, and real people and stuff like that. Because whenever you don't have it for years and years and years and years and years, you're like, oh, wow, I took that for granted. That, you know, I had real friends at one time in my life. I had real friends that were good to me and didn't do any of this horrible stuff to me that's going on with me, and all this stuff. And like, you know what I'm saying? I just miss it. I miss real people. I miss having real conversations with people, and oh, I just miss it. Okay, anyway, so this video is now 27 minutes and some seconds long. So, um, I'm gonna be able to upload it to YouTube, and that's gonna be about it for now. So, okay, well, I will talk to you guys later if I feel like getting a hair at my butt and coming out here again and making another video or something about something. We shall see, but it was a pretty good day up until that woman decided to waste 4 hours of my time. And then my day went. And then I was talking to this person, and who wants to be in a relationship with me. He wants to date me, and he wants me to like him for him, and I do like him for him, but I don't get why he doesn't talk to me. He's like, message me after you get back from the doctor. Well, I did, and then, or text me, or whatever you want to call it, and I did, and I didn't hear from him. I didn't hear from him until the next day. And so I was like, okay. So he texted me, and I'm not the type of person to beg somebody to talk to me anymore. I'm just not that type of person. I'm not going to be like, oh, talk to me, 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 talk to me. I am not that type of person. I have learned over the years to not be that person. You learn to be tough, and you learn to just be on your own, and just to be by yourself. And that's the way it's been for like 17 years, for sporadically for like 17 years. And that's just the way it is. I'm tired of being alone too, but all these people have made all these promises and said, oh, well, I want to be your boyfriend, but then they don't want to talk to me. And I'm like, I would like to give somebody my love. I would like to, be able to do that, but I can't do it because nobody wants to be real with me. Nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to do, I don't know what the heck is wrong with people these days. So I think I'm probably just going to stay single for the rest of the however long this life is. I'm just gonna, however long this earth is here for, I think I'm just gonna be single. I'm just gonna have to tell this person that I just want to be single. And, because, I'm not good at communicating with people, but I'm a lot better than that. Whenever somebody tells me to get back to them, I get back to them. And then they say, talk to me. And then I tell them that I'm talking to two people at once, and they're like, I don't understand what you're saying. What human on the face of the earth doesn't understand I'm talking to two people at once? So that's what makes me think that it's not human. Like, I know that sounds scary, but I'm thinking whoever this is not human. Because I said I'm talking to two people at once. Every human on the face of the freaking planet, whenever you say I'm talking to two people at once, they know what you're talking about. And he texted me back and he was like, I don't understand what you're saying. I was like, what? I was like, oh, okay. It's this, whoever this is isn't human. So I think I'm just going to text him and tell him that I just want to be single. Unless he wants to be real with me. And I asked him to send me a picture, and he hasn't sent me a picture of him. And I know, I was like, at least send me a picture since we're supposedly supposed to be dating. You know, you could at least send a picture. Oh. It's just, living in this world nowadays is just like, I've had a taste of both worlds, like, and I don't like this one. I don't like the way this world is a lot of times. A lot of times. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I don't. Because, you know, I grew up, I was an 80s kid. I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1977. I grew up I'm 46 years old, okay? So, like I said, I've had a taste of the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and, you know, and now all of a sudden, now everything's online, but people don't want to be themselves online. They don't want to tell you the truth online. They want to pretend to be other people online, and I don't get it. And it's just like, why can't I just go back to the old days? You know, I miss being able to really meet somebody and really talk to somebody, and you exchange phone numbers on a piece of paper, and, you know, or whatever you can find just sitting around, you know, or whatever, and exchange numbers that way and be like, hey, call me sometime. And you'd literally call them on the phone. You wouldn't FaceTime them. You wouldn't Facebook them. You wouldn't any of that. You would literally call them on the phone, and they'd literally show up to your house, and they would, or apartment, or wherever you live. I miss those days. I miss it. I miss it because I can't stand having to do this anymore. Like, people are lying, and it's just like, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all the lies. I'm tired of everybody being shady. I'm tired of, like, and not in a good way. And like, I'm tired of, you know, all this stuff. It's like, if you want to be with somebody, why can't you just be with them? I don't get that. I don't get why you can't just be with somebody. If somebody wants to be with you, why can't you just be with them? Like, you would think after 11 years I would have at least earned something. You know, if somebody wants to be with me, haven't I at least earned to be with somebody? Somebody real, and for it to be real, or at least part of the way real? Like, you know, FaceTiming or video chatting or something of that sort, you know? Haven't I at least earned that? Evidently not, because people just want to lie, and they want to just keep me a secret and say that they're a secret and I'm a secret and everything's a secret. I don't want to be anybody's secret anymore. I'm worth more than that. No matter what anybody says, I am worth more than being somebody's secret. If somebody wants to be with me, they need to man up, and they need to be with me, and they need to tell the public that they want to be with me. They need to say my name, and they need to say, I am with this person. We are in a relationship. Because whenever I asked him if I could tell people that we were in a relationship, he was like, no. He was like, my life is private. If it was really the person that they say that it is, their life's not private. Okay, because whenever you're a celebrity, that's all I'm gonna say is this person's pretending to be a celebrity. That your life is not private. You have no privacy whenever you're a celebrity, and if you do, it's very little privacy. I know that, and I'm not even a celebrity. That's what I was told. I was told that this morning. Oh, it was a lie. You're not a star. Okay, fine. I evidently don't deserve to be a star. I don't deserve to be a celebrity. Okay, whatever. I get it. It's fine. I'm just a nobody from nowhere's Hicksville, and not even a ville on the end of it. And I don't deserve it, evidently. So, but all I know is that I don't want to be anybody's secret. I know that. I know that I don't want to be a secret to anybody. If you have a private life, you need to find somebody else who's going to want to put up with your secrets and your lies. And this person said, okay, another thing, that's how I know that they're lying, and they didn't want to address it. They said that their favorite food was fried chicken and pizza. And I know for a fact that this person is vegan. Or at least they said that they were vegan on the video that I watched. They said they were vegan, and then they didn't even want to address it. They didn't even want to say, well, they didn't want to say anything about it. These people aren't who they say they are. Okay, if anybody watches this video, and I wish that people would watch some of these videos that I put out, because it's important information that people need to know. And maybe I can prevent this happening to somebody else, and that they won't have to go through it. I've had many people, I've had people contact me about certain celebrities, and people faking their accounts, and all this stuff, and it's not right to do to people. It's not right to do to people whenever people have been fans of these people for years, and since they were a little kid. Okay, it's just wrong. It's just wrong to fake these accounts and say that these people are really who they are whenever they're not. Because all it does is tarnish their reputation, and it makes them have a bad reputation. And if that's what these people are out to do to these people, then they need to not do it. Because I've been a fan of these people since I was a little kid. Okay, this one person, no, I've only been a fan since like 2 years ago or something. But like, some of these people, I've been a fan since I was a little kid, and it's just wrong. It's just wrong to do to somebody, because it's going to make them not want to be their fan. And it's like one person I know, me, if I'm not somebody's fan, it's probably not going to affect anything, but because I'm just one person. But nobody ever pays attention to what I do and say anyway, so what does it really even matter? Nobody ever listens to me anyway, so what does it matter? But I'm just saying that. But anyway, so that's all I have to say, and I'm sorry this video is so long. I hope that everybody watches this till the end, the people that do watch this video. There's important information in it, because I know that these people are going to be out for these other people too. So, yeah. If they can't get to one person, they'll try to get to the next person, and the next person, and the next person, and the next person. So, I wish it was like the old school days back in the day, but it's not anymore, you guys. I'm so sorry. And I didn't, I wish that people weren't like this. I wish that would just tell the truth. Like I said in my other videos, I wish people would just tell the truth and just be who they say they are. Okay, anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna talk to y'all later in another video and probably rant in that video too. Who knows? I have no idea. We'll see. All right, everybody have a good night, okay?